freedom is my cause. I will travel across the land, searching far and wide. Each Pokemon to understand the power that's inside. Pokemon, gotta catch 'em all. It's you and me. I know it's my destiny. Pokemon, oh, you're my best friend in a world we must defend. Pokemon, gotta catch 'em all. Our hearts so true, our courage will pull us through. You teach me and I'll teach you. Pokemon, gotta catch 'em all. Gotta catch 'em all. Pokemon.
All right, Shalom. I want to give all the praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shai Bahasham Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who taught me this truth. Shalom to the hopeful elect. I'm back with another quick lesson through the Holy Spirit of the Rakakwadash. And jump right into this article here. This is from metro.co.uk. The headline reads, it says, U.S. government posts Pokemon video of ice raids saying, gotta catch 'em all. All right. And this is a real video. All right. These Edomites are off the chain for that one, man. All right. But what you see what they're doing is they're stirring the pot, man. Okay. Jake is now the mockery. All right. So we're in the midst of escalating tension in a divided America. Okay. They're provoking Jake, right? The word provoke, to incite to anger or resentment, to stir to action or feeling. See, so they're stirring up. They're trying to stir up Jake, man. Okay, these Edomites is wild for that one, man. It says to give rise, to bring about deliberately, induce. All right, so they're basically antagonizing Jake with that one. Okay, this is a real ice video, man. These Edomites are something else, right? It says the Department of Homeland Security has shared a video of immigrants being arrested, spliced together with the Pokemon theme tune. Caption, gotta catch 'em all. The clip is a clear imitation of a popular anime with images of Ash Ketchum and Pokemon balls cut together with footage of people being handcuffed. All right, this is nasty work, man. It says at the end of the clip, the men are shown in mocked up Pokemon cards, which give details, which give details of their crimes and show the flags of their nationalities. It says all are listed as illegal with their weakness. Shalakia, man. It was hard as hell to open up this video without laughing, man. All right, these Edomites, they're going to get everything that's coming to them. All right, but it says all are listed as illegal with their weakness symbol shown as ice, a reference both to typings for Pokemon and to Immigration Customs Enforcement ICE, whose officers carry out immigration raids. All right, and here's some more another article tied to this topic here. Let me pull it up. This is from Fox News. Same thing. Homeland Security releases Pokemon themed video, highlight immigration arrests, gotta catch them all. Right. So we read a little bit. It says, here we go. So it says a Pokemon themed video released by the Department of Homeland Security, DHS, to highlight immigration arrests is going viral. The clip, as midday Tuesday, has more than 37 million views on X. The video shows federal law enforcement taking suspects into custody on American soil as the theme song for the hit TV show plays in the background. Okay, so they're just trolling Jake, man. All right. And you see they showed the images of so-called illegals and their different crimes and whatnot. Okay. And we ain't even got to read the rest. But again, this is tying into what I said. All right. That escalating tension. Okay. Because America is divided right down the middle. All right, and you see they're making Jake, the mockery, the shame, right? This is Psalm 44 and 14. Thou makest us a byword among the heathen, a shaking of the head among the people. All right, that's what's going on, right now with this Pokemon themed video of them catching Jake and rounding him up. Right? My confusion is continually before me, and the shame of my face have covered me. All right, and this is the time we in right now, man. They're making Jake the face of crime. For the voice of him that reproacheth and blasphemeth by reason of the enemy and avenger. All this has come upon us, yet we have forgotten thee, neither have we dealt falsely in thy covenant. Our heart is turned back, neither have our steps declined from the way. Thou hast sore broken us in the place of dragons and covered us with the shadow of death. All right, because Jake is catching hell, man. Pure hell in America right now. All right, the curses. All right, oppression being at the bottom. Okay, being the in the forefront of what's going wrong in America right now. Right. It says, if we have forgotten the name of our power, or stretch out our hands to a strange God, shall not the Most High search this out? For he knoweth the secrets of the heart. Now I want to read those verses in the NLT, right? Same verses in the NLT. All right, this is Psalm 44 and 13 in the NLT. It says, you let our neighbors mock us. We are an object of scorn and derision to those around us, you see? And that's what's happening now with this smear campaign against Jake. It says, you have made us the butt of their jokes, see? That's what this video was, all right? Jake is the butt of Esau's jokes, man, all right? Fucking ICE dropped the fucking Pokemon themed video of locking Jake up and arresting Jake, bro. Can't make this up. Right? It says, Psalms 44 and 14, you have made us this is in the NLT, Psalm 44 and 14, you have made us the butt of their jokes. They shake their heads at us in scorn. We can't escape the constant humiliation, see? Rounding Jake up. Kicking down the door, humiliating the so-called, migrants, what they call illegals, all right, on national TV in front of their families, Jake is catching hell. Okay, Esau is turning up. It says, shame is written across our faces. All we hear is the taunts of our mockers. All we see are our vengeful enemies, all right, these Edomites. All this has happened, though we have not forgotten you. We have not violated your covenant. Our hearts have not deserted you. We have not strayed from your path. Yet you have crushed us in the jackal's desert home. You have covered us with darkness and death, all right? So this is what Jake is going through right now. Now, as we're talking about the mockery and Jake being the face of shame right now. One thing that we know, all right, these Edomites are hypocrites, man. Okay? Because as they're trying to say all these things and, have this campaign against Jake being the ultimate criminal, all right, Esau can't run away from the facts, all right? Let's pull this up. Because right now, as we talked about, Jake is the face of crime. But at the same time, all right, you Edomites are being exposed. All right, you're being found out to be the true hypocrites, man. Okay, these devils like to deal with the stats, right? So let's deal with the stats, right? Let's pull this up, man. Okay, 55% kidnappers, 56% of rapists, 58% mass shooters, 59% of child porn arrests. Right? 62% of statutory rapists, PDF files, 63% of prostitution solicitors, 68% of 1934 NFA offenders, 75% of incest perpetrators, man. Know your data, right?
The other day, but I'm getting shadow banned, so I just felt like I would share some white supremacy facts for you, things that white men are supreme at. So white men make up 30% of the US population, but they are convicted of 60% of the rape that happens in this country. Men are found guilty of 90% of pedophilia or pedophilia related convictions, and out of those 90% of men, 83% are white. Let's not stop there, because 75% of white collar crime is committed by men, and 62% of fraud cases are committed by white men. So for anybody out there who thinks that we should be rounding up these immigrants in the manner that we're rounding them up because of Lake and Riley, then I would argue that every single white man in America needs to be rounded up and thrown into a detention center until they can be cleared of rape or sexual abuse or pedophilia. Just, following the same logic, of course. This is why you can't convince me that any man that wants the 19th Amendment appealed has not abused a woman or a child in their lifetime. This is why Pete Hegseth, of course, doesn't think women should be allowed to vote, because he's a sexual predator. So yeah, white men are supreme at fraud and abuse.
Yeah, so you Edomites are sick, man. So while you want to make mockery and talk shit about Jake, okay, you're being exposed. You're being found out as the true hypocrites, right? Again, this is from the 404 Media. It says, Department of Justice deletes study showing domestic teas are most often right-wing. Okay, as we talked about, you Edomites can't run away from who you truly are. You can't change the narrative, man. You see? You want to make mockery and do these dumbass videos, but you're really the problem. You see? You're really the man of crime. You see? You can't run from who you are, man. Right? Read that last part again. Let me blow it up. It says the Department of Justice has removed a study showing that white supremacists and far-right violence, quote, continues to outpace all other types of tea in domestic violent extremism in the United States. See? So you Edomites need to shut the hell up, man. Sit your ass down, man. All right? Not buying it, right? Psalm 73 in verse 3 says, For I was envious at the foolish when I saw the prosperity of the wicked, right? Because you see them right now, they're trying to band together, they're trying to rise up. Okay, you've awakened the dragon, and white man fight back. You see? For there are no bands in their death, but their strength is firm, because he has the power for right now. Okay? The wicked is in rule. They are not in trouble as other men, neither are they plagued like other men. See? Because he's in his heaven. He has the so-called immunity right now. Right? The point, verse 6, therefore pride compasseth them about as a chain. Right? Because these Edomites are full of pride, man. And violence covereth them as a garment. You see? So this is who they are. Okay? Violence covereth them as a garment. All right? You wear a garment, man. So they wear violence. Violence is who they are. All right? So when they try to, switch up the narrative and blame Jake, all right, you're really in the forefront of all the of the terror and crime that's going on in America. All right? But you try to play the deflection game. And it's not going to work over here, man. You're too busy being found out, right? The wicked and violent man, Psalm 140:1, deliver me, O Lord, Yahweh Shemel Washai, from the evil man, preserve me from the violent man. Who is that? The Edomite. Who imagine mischiefs in their heart, continually are they gathered together for war. And that's what's going on now. Okay? They're stirring the pot. They're trying to get that war between Esau and Jake. They're trying to get it going. Okay? This is why I said that we're in the midst of escalating tension in a divided America, man. These Edomites are divided against themselves, against Jake. Everybody, man. They're ready for war. They have sharpened their tongues like a serpent. Adder's poison is under their lips. Salah. Keep me, O Lord, Yahweh Shemel Washai, from the hands of the wicked. Preserve me from the violent man who have proposed to overthrow my goings. See? The proud have hid a snare for me in cords. They have spread a net by the wayside. They have set gins for me. Salah. So this is all part of the, the gins, traps, okay, the shifting the blame, pinpointing the narrative on Jake is the problem, and really is you. The audacity of you niggas, man. Right?
We use words, they use bullets.
This is the man who shot Charlie Kirk. This is the man who shot Trump. This is the man who killed Melissa Hortman. This is the man who tried to kill John Hoffman. This is the man who tried to kill Paul Pelosi. This is the man who killed an Obama-appointed judge's son. This is the man who hired hitmen to kill Democrats. This is the man who ran over a left-wing activist and killed her. This is the man responsible for the Austin bombing. This is the man who sent pipe bombs to Obama, Biden, and Hillary Clinton. This is the man who shot Gabby Gifford. This is the man who tried to kidnap Gretchen Whitmer. Oh, and this man, and this man, and this man, this man, this man, this man, this man, this man, and this man. This is the man who set Josh Shapiro's house on fire. This is the Oklahoma bomber. This is his accomplice. These are just a few of the men who beat police officers on January 6th. I can think of a few things they have in common, and it's not the way they use their words or their left-wing politics.
Yeah, like the scriptures say, their own tongue shall fall upon themselves, all right? That the joy of the hypocrite is just for a moment. Let me get that real quick, too. All right. Job 20. And 4 says, Knowest thou not this of old, since man was placed upon earth, that the triumphing of the wicked is short, and the joy of the hypocrite but for a moment. You see that? So, hey, we're approaching the latter end of America, man. Okay, these Edomites are finished through and through, man. Okay, so right now you got all the propaganda going out. Okay, this whole thing with Charlie, who got his TV turned off, right? They're using that to rouse up Esau. It's just a bunch of madness, man. A bunch of confusion, okay? And they're using this stuff as an excuse to bring forth the sword, man. That's all it is. Because like I talked about, the division, right? Which this video here goes into what I'm about to bring out here. Let me pull the article out first, right? But it says, this is from the Epoch Times, ICE agents won't comply with California's unconstitutional face mask ban. All right. So you have the ICE agents out there in California. All right. They're not listening to Governor Gavin Newsom's new law about, the ICE agents, not wearing masks so people can see their face. All right. So again, this is all tied into the division. All right. Amongst the people, amongst the, the people against the military and the government. All right. You got different states that are divided. All right. All the way around. You see, this is DHS called California Governor Newsom's new law unconstitutional and vow agents will keep wearing masks on immigration raids. You see that? Because they don't want to be exposed. All right, more division, as we told you. Let's play the video on it right here. Here's the video on it. All right.
So Governor Gavin Newsom signed 5 bills targeting immigration enforcement in California, a ban on face coverings. Here's the governor.
ICE, unmask. What are you afraid of? What are you afraid of? You're going to go out and you're going to do enforcement? Provide an ID. Tell us which agency you represent. Provide us basic information that all local law enforcement is required to provide.
He asked the question, what are they afraid of? Let's bring in acting ICE Director Todd Lyons. Maybe it's because of the assaults are up at an all-time high, over 1,000%.
1,000%. And that's what the sad thing is, right? I wish the governor would lobby for legislation to help protect people of law enforcement, not just the men and women of ICE, but all law enforcement. You see FBI agents, DEA, ATF, having to do the same thing because there are these groups that are out there just doxing agents all the time. And I really wish the governor would want to do something joint, stand with us and say, hey, we're going to protect the men and women of law enforcement. But no, he wants to go ahead and work to shield criminal illegal aliens that are causing havoc in the United States. That's what frustrates me the most.
Tell us a little bit about some of the people that are being captured by ICE, because, they keep saying that ICE is showing up to schools, just to form sites, but these are real operations of dangerous people that have been in the country.
100%. And I think that's the one thing that people voted for. They wanted President Trump to make America safe again. And that's what we're doing. We're going after these criminally illegal aliens, TDA gang members, which is now a foreign terrorist organization, child rapists, fentanyl dealers, some of the most heinous people. Look at just in Dallas, the Cuban national that beheaded a motel owner, right, in front of his family. Those are the people we're going after. And that's what they're not focusing on, right? They're focusing on the one-offs, right? Someone's been here forever. Well, if you've been here 10 or 12 years, you're still here illegally. You should have done it the right way. There are so many people that want to live the American dream that are waiting in line, that have come here, done things the right way. You have to do it that way. And ICE is conducting a law enforcement mission. And I really wish people that are against our mission would go ahead and look at our websites. Look at what we're doing every day. That's what they should be focused on.
So we were looking at these anti-ICE protesters in Illinois. Some of them are elected officials that were blocking the agents that have people in custody that are just trying to transport them. They're clearly breaking the law, sitting in the middle of the street. What's next for these people? You know,
we have to hold these people accountable, and I'm proud of the men and women of ICE. They show restraint. They show great professionalism. But we are going to arrest those people, right? We had our special response team arrested someone that's from another state that came in to protest. So I get it. You are passionate about a cause. But why are you coming to another state to block a law enforcement mission? You know, we had the mayor that was out there blocking vehicles. There was someone that's running for office who's now capitalizing off that. You know, elected officials should not be hampering a law enforcement mission, and that's what they're doing. And it's putting my men and women in harm's way. Not only that, it's putting the people of that community in harm's way, because now you have agitators being busted in professionally to protest ICE.
Do we know who's funding these organizations? I mean, I hear that from people all the time. There has to be an organization. I've interviewed a guy who is the businessman who funds these authentic, as he says, protests, but there's someone that's funding these people to go across state lines to do criminal acts, frankly. This is
100%.
not protest. This is obstruction of justice.
No, you know, it's not the First Amendment. You know.
Yeah, a lot of this shit is set up, as we know, all right? But nevertheless, it's all tied into that Isaiah 19:2 about Egyptian versus Egyptian, all right? Division is plaguing this place, all right? And you got demons amongst the tribes. All right, we're not getting away from that because these 2/3 niggas are going to get judged, right? But it's all for prophecy's sake, man. It's all for the purpose of the Lord. All right, Isaiah 10 and 5, how the Lord said he was going to give the Assyrian the charge, the modern day Assyrians, the Edomite. Okay, so all these things are being done for the purpose of Yahweh Shemel Shai and prophecy, man. All right, but the point is, again, division is going to be the fall of America as we see it.
We'll be the first ones to say we're, so for peaceful protesting, but this isn't that. Secretary Knowles made it clear that if you impede the officers, you're going to get arrested. And if you look at Los Angeles, we made arrests in Los Angeles for people providing material support. People are showing up with trucks, handing out shields, gas masks. That's not peaceful protesting. You're there for one mission, right? And it's to battle out with law enforcement. And we can't have that. We have to focus on those people that are funding these groups to impede a law enforcement mission. We need to focus on that.
So I got to ask you, how's recruitment?
It's great. I was shocked. It's been amazing.
But you Edomites are the one that are funding the groups. Both the left and the right, man. Okay? All going back to the elite, man, to bring forth the order ab chaos. All right?
There are so many men and women that want to sign up for ICE. They know it's a noble profession. They know they want to get in federal law enforcement. It's a great job. And they want to do what's right. They want to go ahead and make America safe again. And we're benefiting the fact that so many people want to come out and work with us. It's been a great recruiting effort.
So some of the people that were in this center that people were protesting, you got a El Salvadoran DUI, trespassing, assault. You got convict for domestic battery twice. They defended that person. Felony DUI and domestic violence, beating women, but they want to stand with women. Possession with intent to distribute fentanyl. That's killed millions of Americans. The fentanyl that's coming across. The president is designated the people that are selling it as terrorists, but they defend these people.
100%. And when you think about Operation Midway Blitz, we're doing it in honor of Katie Abraham.
Right.
beautiful young girl lost her life with her best friend in a DUI car accident by somebody that shouldn't have been in this country legally. They should be out there with us saying, hey, you know, the people you just highlighted, let's get these people out of here. But instead, they're in that van while we're trying to transport them to process them, but they're blocking us. So wait, you want to keep a fentanyl dealer in the United States? You want to keep a child rapist here in the United States? I just don't understand it.
It's unbelievable. I got to give my thanks to you because a lot of the guys rank and file say that you did the job before, and that's why they respect you. Appreciate it.
Yeah, there you go. So either way, it's all over, man. Okay? It's all downhill from here. Mark 3:24, and if a kingdom be divided against itself, that kingdom cannot stand. And if a house be divided against itself, that house cannot stand. And if Satan rise up against himself and be divided, he cannot stand but have an end. And this is what we see. All right? This tension, this divided America is going to bring the end of Babylon, man. Okay? No way around it. But that's pretty much the point, man. Just wanted to highlight, you know, this video here, you know, the Homeland Security, all right, the escalating tension, the divided America, man, Jake being the mockery, but at the same time, you know, Esau's hypocrisy is also being exposed, all right? So it's all going to lead to the clash, all right? And these Edomites, as you see, all right, they're ready to crash out, all right? So it's getting ready to go down sooner than we would think, man. Shalom.